Hello, in today's video, we are going to build the AWS Bastion together on Brainboard. So let's get started. As the first resource, we are going to use the region. Then we are going to configure it, let's say East US. Then we are going to fill the color. It's going to be here, and here is going to be like that. Now we are going to make it bigger. To include a VPC. So we have the VPC here. It's going to be default VPC. Here, advanced configuration, the shader block is going to be this one. And here we have this, and here default. And here we have the tags with the meta argument, count depends on and for each. Now we are going to modify the color. It's going to be light blue. Here, and we have the color like that. And here we have it as well. So here we're good. We look at it, make it bigger. And now we're going to include an AZ. So we include the AZ here, we configure it, so it's AZ, here it's an A, and then we close. Here we are going to modify the color, it's going to be light green. And here lighter, and here we have the border color like that. Now we make it bigger. To include subnet. So here we include the subnet here. We have default subnet. Advanced configuration, we look for the shader block. And then we're going to go here. So now the subnet, we are going to have it in a color. Like that, but lighter. Okay, and here, other color. Now we are going to make it bigger. To include security group. It's here. And here we're going to configure it as well. So security group is going to be default security group. Advanced configuration, we have allow name, the tags, and here we're good to go. So now we're going to modify the color of it. So here is going to be this color and lighter. And here we put it like that. Bigger. So here bigger as well. Perfect. Now we add other resources. So here these are the resources we are going to include. So here we have default public key is going to be a variable. Then here we have the tags, and here we're good to go. So now the variable we configure it is going to be public key. Here is going to be a string. The value is going to be your public key. Here public key. Sensitive if we want, and then we update. Okay, so now we are going to include another resource. Here is going to be burstable EC2. So here we modify it. the MEI is going to be a variable here. Instance type medium. Then we look for monitoring here. We have it here. Source check. It's there. Subnet is good. Okay, so now we're good. Here we call it SSH Bastion. We save it. Here we make it like that. And here to connect the two, we add key name. And here is going to be key name, key pair ID. So we can include it like that. And here we add another burst table EC2. Like that here. Now we configure it, so here is going to be advanced configuration here, the var table here, then instance type as well, private IP is going to be this view, user data here, and we're good. And here we look for key name. We have the key name here. It's going to be key pair ID as well. Okay. So here we modify the name here. Then here we configure the Debian MEI. So here Debian MEI is going to be, here is a string, here the default, here, and here we update. Okay. So now we are going to include other resources. So here we have the security here. Then here we have 0, here we have minus, here we have to port 0, here we have egress. Okay, so now we look at the advanced configuration. The sender block is going to be here. This way, good. So now we add another security group here. The other one is going to be configured like that. Here is 22, here is TCP, here is to port 22, here is ingress. And here we have self. And good. We modify the name. Okay, we modify the name here. And we include another security group here. And we configure it as well. So here is going to be from port 0, here -1, to port is going to be 0, here is going to be ingress. Here we do it. And here we modify the name as well. It's going to be Ingress. Okay. So now we have users. Let's say here we have users. Okay, now we need an instance internet gateway. It's here. We configure it in the VPC. And here we're good. Then here we add this. Now we have a route table. Zero here. We configure it as well. Here is this advanced configuration. We have the setup block is going to be here. Egress is going to be internet ID. And here we're good. So here, we should say it's gateway ID. And now we have route table association. Included in the VPC. Now we have this here. We have the route table VPC default. So it's this one. Subnet ID, we have subnet ID. And here we close it. Now we are going to include a network ACL. Is this one. Okay, and now we say network ACL is going to be default network ACL. Advanced configuration, we have subnet ID. Here we have action flow. See the block is going to be here. Then here is going to be 0. Here minus, here 100, here 0. So here low, here from port 0. So here rule, and here 0. We are good, and here we add this. We look at everything here, and then we are going to do a Terraform plan. So here we have all with the variables, for example, the terraform.tfvars, and here we do an action and we do a plan. Here Brainboard is doing the Terraform init, and we'll do the Terraform state log as well. Everything is good. So here you will be able to deploy directly this infrastructure like that. So I showed you how you could create this one on Brainboard. I hope it has been useful, and have a great day.